let's get started. Welcome to the Rockbridge Regional Library Storytime Live with Miss Wendy. And that's super close, Mark. And it's a special day today. Today is Juneteenth. Okay, I am sorry to say that I haven't been that familiar with this important day. And so the reason it's important, in case you didn't know, is that on this day, 155 years ago, which is 1865, finally the news got all the way across the country that all the slaves were free. The Emancipation Proclamation finally reached the furthest spot in the United States to tell slaves they were free. And this is huge. And so in honor of that today, also our Governor Northam, is trying to declare this a state holiday so that we can take some time and reflect on the importance of the African American culture in our country. And so I am going to read some wonderful books today that honor these people and their freedom, and I'm super excited. So let's get started. And we always get started the same way. Gotta say hello to my friends. Who's out there today? It may be challenging to find out, but I hope you're with me, and I hope that you guys are doing well. So, hello friends song. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello friends. Hello friends. Hello friends. It's time to say hello. Sweetheart, it's super loud. Let's do it again. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. All right. Okay, so first things first, we got to warm up. So grab something shaky. Now I am going to grab my egg shakers. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, there's an important frog update that Rose has for me. We found a frog in the house again from our cat. Luckily he was still alive.
And luckily I was asleep.
And Rose missed it, but he's outside, and at the end of story time, if he's still there, I'll show him to you. Anyway, Rose, I'm in the middle of a song, so it's going to have to... He's still under the... All right, so at the end of story time, we'll go see if he's still there. I hope he is. All right, egg shakers. Find something shaky. Now, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I used a box of noodles at one point, and that was a disaster. So if you grab yourself a box of noodles, make sure it's closed, okay? And if your thing doesn't shake, it doesn't really matter either. Okay, you ready? You guys ready out there? Okay, egg shakers. Here's how it goes. 1, 2, 3. Egg shakers up, egg shakers down, egg shakers dancing all around the town. We dance them on our shoulders, dance them on our heads. We dance them on our knees and tuck them into bed. All right, where's my friend who's going to do a super fast one? She's not going to come. All right, we're going to do it super fast. Okay, you guys ready? Super fast. Okay, I knew it. All right, super fast. 1, 2, 3. Egg shakers up, egg shakers down, egg shakers dancing all around the town. Dance them on our shoulders, dance them on our heads, dance them on our knees, and tuck them into bed. Whoo! Hee! Ha! Okay. Gee, I sound like a chicken. Let's do super slow. What kind of beat? Is that good? Is that nice and slow? Egg shakers up, egg shakers down. Oh! Egg shakers dancing all around the town. We dance them on our shoulders, dance them on our heads. We dance them on our knees and tuck them into bed. Yay! All right, egg shakers. I feel pretty warmed up. Think I'm ready to go. So that leaves only one thing. Are you ready for a story? Who's ready for a story? Mark, are you ready for a story? He says no, but he is. He is. All right. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, sit real still. If you're ready for a story, sit real still.
You're not doing it crazy.
Well, I don't have my crazy companion.
Here.
Spot. That'll help. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit real still. Where's my upside down? Oh.
Wait, I'll help you. Do this. Wait, Mom, do that. Do that. And helping you sit for your still.
Okay, that's it.
And then stop. Wait, Mom.
No.
Make your legs go up.
Okay, guys, I've lost control of story time. I think we're ready for a story. Let's get on with it. Okay, so this is the first book I'd like to read. Now, I'm sure some of you, hopefully all of you, have heard of Harriet Tubman. She's a very, very, very important leader. And this book I really enjoyed reading because it talks about her faith and how it got her through the impossible time that she was living through. It's called Moses, When Harriet Tubman Led Her People to Freedom. This is by Carole Boston Weatherford and illustrated by Kadir Nelson. It's brought to us by Jump at the Sun, Hyperion Books for Children. Excuse me. On a summer night, Harriet gazes at the sky and talks with God. I am your child, Lord, yet Master owns me, drives me like a mule. Now he means to sell me south in chains to work cotton, rice, indigo, and sugarcane, never to see my family again. God speaks in a whippoorwill song. I set the North Star in the heavens, and I mean for you to be free. Harriet sees the star twinkling. My mind is made up. Tomorrow I flee. God wraps her in the blanket of night, and she returns to the cabin, sleeps beside her husband one last time. She's going to make a run for it. The next day, Harriet tells not a soul of her plans. She grips the axe to chop wood, breathes deeply and murmurs, Lord, I'm going to hold steady on to you. And God whispers back in the breeze, I'm going to see you through, child. At dusk, Harriet chants, when that old chariot comes, I'm going to leave you. She hopes her loved ones hear her song and know it means farewell. While the plantation sleeps, Harriet prays, Lord, send me a sign. An owl screeches. The hour has come. Harriet slips into the night. Running through the swamp, she hears frogs croaking and her own heart pounding. Lord, I can't do it alone. In the moon's reflection on the creek, she sees God's face. Harriet, you dreamed that saints saved you, but mortals will give you refuge. The woman in the wagon who always spoke kindly to me. Yes, Harriet, I must go to her. The woman points Harriet to safe havens, hiding places for runaways, and Harriet steals away into the darkness. She creeps through the woods. Her heart flutters. Hush! Hoofbeats! Please, please, Lord, don't let them catch me and take me back to face Master's whip. Don't let my journey end here. In the underbrush, Harriet sinks into deep sleep. God cradles her. When she wakes, the men on the horseback have passed and day breaks. Thank you, Lord, for watching over me. In a clearing, the safe haven, Harriet knows that most strangers would turn her in, not help her. But the farmer's wife feeds Harriet, then tells her to sweep the yard. I don't know who to trust, Lord. Search for my face in theirs, and for my hands in their work. What have you in your hands? She's got a broom. In a dust cloud, she sees the broom become a staff, then a rifle. Harriet startles, but holds on. I will arm you against enemies, but you will not harm a soul, and no harm will come to you. The dust settles as she stops sweeping, and all is as it was. At nightfall, Harriet climbs into a wagon, and the farmer covers her with blankets. As the wagon wobbles along, Harriet worries that it is heading to jail. Should I leap, Lord? Trust me to protect you, child. A heart song lulls her to sleep. Swing low, sweet chariot. The wagon stops at dawn. Harriet walks till her legs ache. Then she leans against a tree. Lord, I miss my folks. Harriet, your father taught you to read the stars, predict the weather, gather wild berries, and make cures from roots. Use his lessons to be free. You will meet again. A mosquito buzzes in Harriet's ear. She rises and moves on. A boatman rows her upriver. Back on shore, hounds snarl, sniffing for Harriet's trail. As she races as fast as she can, Lord, I can't outrun them. God speaks through the babbling brook. Shed your shoes. Wade in the water to trick the dogs. Upstream, the barking ceases and fear washes away. Thank you, Lord. Harriet's feet bleed and her guts churn. Under the stars, she draws near to God. Lord, don't let nobody turn me round. I'd rather die than be a slave. Harriet, keep going. You have already glimpsed the future. She recalls dreams she flew like a bird, sank and was lifted by ladies in white who pulled her north. Fly, Harriet, your father has wings. Your faith has wings, Up ahead, she hears word that patrollers are nabbing runaways and crouches for days in a potato hole. Dreams she's buried alive. Have you deserted me, Lord? Harriet, when you were a girl, you hid in a pig pen to shun the whip. You fought hogs for the table scraps, almost starved before you faced the lash. I am with you now, as I was then. An old prayer comes back to her. Lord, make me strong. Help me fight. As far as you can walk with me, my child, and I can carry you. Oops, I read that out of turn. After 7 days, Harriet rises from the hole like a sapling, reaching for the sun as if to touch God's hand. By moonlight, she marches on, making her way mile after rugged mile, hiding in haystacks, attics, and barns, holding God's hand all the while. She often wearies, oh, how far, Lord? As far as you can walk with me, my child, and I can carry you. When Harriet is about to drop, a couple in a wagon ride by. They say slavery is a sin, and they take her on their last leg of her journey. Not far now, child, not far now. In the promised land, Philadelphia, the sun shines gold in the trees, and Harriet feels light as a cloud. She studies herself from head to toe to see if she has wings. Is this heaven, Lord? Not heaven, Harriet. Free soil. But freedom brings new woes. Lord, I am a stranger here. All my kin are down south. Would you like to see them? As Harriet dusts her family's faces appear in the wood grain, she wipes a tear from the table. I would make a home for them here. I would give my own life to free them. Then go back for them, daughter, but first go to my house to prepare for the journey. And Harriet goes to church, finds not just holy ground, but a stopping place, a station along the Underground Railroad that slaves travel to freedom. Harriet hands out shirts and shoes, serves butterbeans and biscuits to newly arrived runaways, while agents who plot escape paths pass on secret routes that she learns by heart. Finally, a conductor, a guide. She turns to God. I am ready, Lord. Lead me. Harriet, I will make a way for you. Risking her own life, Harriet returns to the dreaded South and rescues her family, but she dreams of slaves still in the yoke. She hears their groans, sees their tears, tosses and turns in her sleep. Then God opens her eyes. Harriet, be the Moses of your people. But I am a lowly woman, Lord. Harriet, I have blessed you with a strong body, a clever mind. You heal the sick and you see the future. Use your gifts to break the chains. I will do as you say, Lord. I will show others the way to freedom that you have shown me. Save all you can, daughter. And Harriet heeds God's call, goes south again and again, keeps her bands of runaways moving, come storms or rough country, clear to Canada. And when free souls sing her praises, she gives glory where it is due. It wasn't me, it was the Lord. I always trust him to lead me, and he always does. Well done, Moses. Well done. Moses set his people free too. I love this book. It's just intense. It makes me have chills, and I'm just thankful that we have an opportunity to learn about her. She's amazing. So I am going to change the vibe completely right now because we need to loosen it up again. So I have a new song. It's called "This Is Such a Simple Exercise." All right? I think we better get our blood flowing again. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it. All right. So can you do this? I have a feeling you guys can do this. Okay. So stand up and do this. Are you doing it? All right. And so all you have to sing is, "This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong." Okay? Here we go. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. Let's do it again. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. Raise your right hand high. So you take your right hand all the way up and then you count. And count 1, 2, 3, or you can clap 1, 2, 3. Take your right hand down and clap 1, 2, 3. We'll do clap, and then we're gonna exercise again. This is such a simple exercise, and it's gonna make us strong. This is such a simple exercise, and it's gonna make us strong. Now we're gonna do our left hand. Raise your left hand high and count 1, 2, 3. Take your left hand down and count 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. Should we do our feet? Let's do it. Raise your right foot high and count 1, 2, 3. Take your right leg down and count 1, 2, 3. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. Can't leave our left foot out. Bring your left foot high and count 1, 2, 3. Bring your left foot down and count 1, 2, 3. And this is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. This is such a simple exercise and it's gonna make us strong. All right, I feel stronger already. Just from that, that's about the level of exercise I enjoy. Okay, I have another book. So, if I have time, I want to read 2 of these. This is a fabulous book. And there are black leaders who we all know and we all learn about. But there are so many others that we don't learn about. And that's why I love this book, because it tells us about some of the less known, but should be well known, bold women in black history. So they're not just black, but they're also women. So they makes it a little bit more challenging. Okay, so this is called Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History by Vashti Harrison. She also wrote Hair Love, so many other beautiful books. I really like this author. So the first one I want to read to you, this is about Phyllis Wheatley. Has anybody ever heard of Phyllis Wheatley? Well, I had not. I had no idea who Phyllis Wheatley is. And what's really amazing about her is she lived a long, long, long time ago, well before slaves were free. And she was a poet. So let's find out about her. Do I need to go like that? Is that better? Shadow. Okay. Phyllis's literary skills were apparent early on. She published her first story when she was only about 14 years old. For anyone, this would be a major feat. But Phyllis was a slave, so it was truly unique. Her original name, date of birth, and exact birthplace are all unknown. When she was only 8 years old, she was taken from her home in Africa and sold to a trader, then transported across the Atlantic to Boston, Massachusetts, aboard a ship named the Phyllis. She was then resold to a man named John Wheatley, who purchased her to be a personal servant to his wife. The Wheatleys soon recognized her intelligence and began to nurture it. They taught Phyllis everything from theology to mythology, an education that was rare for a woman and nearly unheard of for a woman of color. With the family's backing, she traveled to England to publish her first book, poems on various subjects, religious and moral. She was the first African-American woman poet ever to be published. She corresponded with George Washington and the famous French writer and philosopher Voltaire, who called her a master of English verse. Her work was so powerful that abolitionists used it as an example of the intelligence and promise of black people. In 1767, she was emancipated. That means set free. Unfortunately, she struggled financially and lived in poverty for the rest of her life. She received a great deal of praise during her lifetime, but validation from white society was an integral part to her success, and it never came. She continued writing, but was not able to find a publisher in America. Her natural talent and body of work live on as fundamental contributions to American literature. That's a big deal. And I have looked up some of her poetry, and it's absolutely beautiful. I had one printed out to read to you, but I was afraid it was too complicated, so I didn't do it. Maybe another day. But I want to read this one too, and this is mainly for Rose, because this is her favorite, one of her favorite artists. And maybe after I read it, you can show yours. This is someone called Alma Woodsey Thomas. Alma Thomas. She's a bit more well known, and she lived from 1891 to 1978, so she's relatively, contemporary. She's a teacher and a painter. Born in Columbus, Georgia, Alma grew up in a home surrounded by lush landscapes and beautiful plants. In her youth, Alma showed promise in architecture, but was truly in love with art. She said that when she walked into her first classroom in high school, her first art classroom in high school, it felt like entering heaven. She enjoyed working with children and pursued a career in teaching kindergarten. She taught arts and crafts for several years before attending Howard University. She was the first student in Howard's brand new art department, whose founder encouraged her to paint full time. Upon graduation, though, she returned to her first love, education. She devoted her life to children, teaching at Shaw Junior High School for 35 years. She continued painting and pursued her master's degree in art education at Columbia University in New York City during her summers off. She is most often associated with a group of artists belonging to the color field movement, painters who worked only with large shapes or fields of color to express themselves. When she retired from teaching in 1960, Alma concentrated on painting full-time. She had a big art show at Howard University for which she created something totally different from anything she had done before. Inspired by nature, she created paintings with tiny bright rectangles and repeating shapes. It became her signature style. In 1972, when she was 80 years old, Alma's paintings were exhibited at the Whitney Museum of American Art. This was the first ever solo exhibition of an African-American woman artist at one of America's most important art museums. Alma is truly a testament to being dedicated to the thing you love and having the patience to let it grow. Anyway, she's amazing. Rose made an Alma Thomas in school, which I'd like to share. I think I shared it over the spring. Miss Straub, the art teacher at Waddell, helped her put this together. And it's beautiful. Alma Thomas is really a wonderful artist. So, okay. So, Rose, we have another song, and I asked Rose which song we should do, and she said Sleeping Bunnies, but she's not around. So, can we Sleeping Bunnies? All right, we're going to Sleeping Bunnies before we do one last book. So, all you bunnies out there, it's time to lay down and go to sleep. All right, you ready? Are you going to sleep up there? Here, I'll take those.
I'm going to sleep somewhere comfortable.
Okay, all you little bunnies,
Here.
let's...
Here. And last here.
All right, all you bunnies, are you on the ground? All right. All the sleeping bunnies, sleeping till it's noon. Can you wake them with a merry tune? Oh, so still are they ill. Wake up soon. This one's having a nightmare. It's nearly noon. Wake up, little bunnies. Now let's hop up. Hop up, everybody. Hop up, hop up. And hop, little bunnies. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies. Hop, hop, hop. And stop. What are we going to do? Wiggle. Wiggle, little bunnies. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, little bunnies. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And stop. Let's fly. Fly, little bunnies. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, little bunnies. Fly, fly, fly. And stop. What should we do? Eat?
No.
Disco?
No.
March?
No. Let me say. Crawl on the wall.
Crawl on the wall? Okay, find a wall, everybody. Crawl, little bunnies. Crawl, crawl, crawl. That's a verse. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, little bunnies. Crawl, crawl, crawl. And stop.
Wait. Mom. Crawl on the wall again.
Crawl. Oh. Crawl, little bunnies.
Wait.
Oh, gosh. I know. Here, I'll hold it up so you can crawl. Crawl, little bunnies. Crawl, crawl, crawl. I shouldn't be showing the world this habit of yours. Oh, go. Crawl, little bunnies. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, little bunnies. Crawl, crawl, crawl. And stop. All right. Sleep, little bunnies.
No, wait. You forgot your favorite.
I forgot disco. Don't forget disco, guys. Bunnies have to disco. Disco, little bunnies. Disco, disco, disco. Disco, disco, disco. Disco, disco, disco. Disco, little bunnies. Disco, disco, disco. And stop. Sleep, little bunnies. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Oh my gosh. Sleep, little bunnies. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Good night. Okay, wake this bunny up. That's So much before she hurts herself. Let's wake this bunny up. Okay, I have one more book, so let's scoot on over. Okay, guys. Now this book. Come wait for this book. Okay. So this book I really like because it's about loving who you are and loving your culture and embracing it and not being ashamed of it and not trying to hide it, but just being like, this is me and this is what I bring to the world and it's awesome. And the truth is, gosh, don't we want to enjoy all of the different things that different people bring into our lives? I do. So this is called Black is a Rainbow Color. It's written by Angela Joy and illustrated by Ekua Holmes. This is brought to us by Roaring Brook Press out of New York. Black is a rainbow color. Red is a rainbow color. Green sits next to blue. Yellow, orange, violet, indigo. They are rainbow colors too, but my color is black. And there's no black in rainbows. Black is a crayon tangled in a box. Black is a feather on a white winter snow. Black is the dirt where sunflowers grow. My color is black. Black are the braids in my best friend's hair. Black is the bottoms of summertime feet. Black are soft circles that spin down the street. What are the black circles that spin down the street?
Wheels.
Wheels! Bicycles. Black is a rhythm. Black is the blues. Black is sidewalking and spit-shine shoes. Black is the robe on Thoroughgood's back. Black are the trains on railroad tracks. Black are the eyes on salted peas. Black are the shadows of old magnolia trees. Black is molasses from tall sugar cane. Black is soft singing. Hush now, don't explain. Black is the skillet for bread to fry. Black are dreams and raisins left out in the sun to die. Black is the color of ink staining a page. Black is the mask that shelters his rage. Black are the birds that in cages that sing. Black is a color. Black is a culture. Black is history. Black is family. Black is memory. Black is community. Black is the love that lives inside of me. My color is black. Black are the stones bearing witness to prayer. Black is the faith in a freedom not seen. We have a dream. Black was the man who gave the world his dream. Black is a color. Black is a culture. Black is the heart of a candle in flame. Black is the power of a movement in pain. Black are the branches that carry my name, weaving, wrapping, lifting, laughing, hoping, grasping, quiet, strong. Our color is black. You see, there is no black in rainbows, no black in green or blue, but in my box of crayons, black is a rainbow too. All the different shades. Lots to think about, guys. So take this opportunity on Juneteenth. Hopefully you can take some time to think about and learn about what happened to slaves in this country and what we can do about it today to help. So awesome, guys. That was super fun. Of course, because I'm Miss Wendy, I gotta do my hand washing song. So, tops and bottoms, guys, because we still have to remember. It's not just me, but
it's the other librarians.
It's all the librarians. We all need to know. It's everybody, because you know what? Even though we're kind of like getting out there, we still have to really, really, really take care of ourselves and wash our hands, okay? Tops and bottoms, guys. Tops and bottoms, tops and bottoms, in between, in between. Rub them all together, rub them all together. Now they're clean, squeaky clean. Tops and bottoms, tops and bottoms, in between, in between. Rub them all together, rub them all together. Now they're clean, squeaky clean. All right, you guys, it's time for the goodbye train. And today, the goodbye train is gonna go see if we can find a frog to finish up with, all right? All aboard!
Wait.
The Froggy, the Froggy Express.
No.
He's probably not there, so this will probably be a...
Well,
He was there moments ago. Okay. He's probably shocked because of Wally. But Wally came in, so who knows? All right. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See ya soon. Choo, choo. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See ya soon. Choo, choo. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. The goodbye train is leaving. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See ya soon. Let me see if I can see him soon. And he's gone. Of course. Well, guys, the goodbye Froggy train has officially left, so we'll see you next week.